All right, everyone. It is November the 19th, 2015. Today is Thursday. This video is in response to a video that has just been uploaded by one Dockidds, Paul Kidd, where he is showing his DD214. Now, I have on the phone, I have my phone right here, I've got it on speaker. I have a person we're going to call RK, who is the United States Marine Combat Recon veteran, and today he is a researcher and a historian. And I'm going to put him on the phone to explain what Paul Kidd is showing in his latest video. Are you there, RK?
I'm here. Good morning.
All right. What do you see in this video? Do we now owe Mr. Paul Kidd an apology? What are we looking at here?
At this point, what I think Kidd appears to be showing here is a copy of what appears to be a DD214, which are essentially discharge papers.
So you believe it to be a copy and not his original DD214?
It is a copy.
Now, before we go any further, just for my viewing audience, they've never heard your voice and they haven't seen the commentary back and forth, the emails that we have shared. Would just give a little background on your military history for us.
So again, you're a little bit garbled there, Dave. I have trouble hearing you.
I'm just trying to see if you would give my viewing audience a little bit background on yourself and your time and service in the Marines.
Well, I'd rather not do that right now.
Okay. But you are a former Marine Recon, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, that's good.
Right. Second Recon Battalion, Bravo Company, 1st Platoon.
That's good enough. I just wanted to establish that fact. Let's continue, or let's carry on about Paul Kidd's video and his DD214. What do you see there?
Okay, the document that he's presenting is very similar to a DD214 in the manner in which it's constructed or displayed, but what's lacking here is the sections on a true DD214 are bracketed off and numbered in sections. Okay, I'll just go with section 1 as he is presenting section 1, which is his name. It's simply Paul Kidd. Now, normally in that section, the last name would be listed first name, full middle name, and suffix. So theoretically, it should be Kidd Paul Lee Jr. That's the way it should be presented.
Correct.
Okay. Now he's showing section 13, which is the decorations section. Okay. And one thing that really stuck out to me is that one of them is expert pistol shot. There is no such award as an expert pistol shot medal. Now that was the first thing that I saw. Okay?
Right.
Now he's continuing on and he's referring to that same section as continuing as section 18, and that is not correct. Section 13 would be continued if it went on to the next page. Okay, some guys have a larger DD214 than others, depending on how much information has to be listed there. Now he's not showing section 12, which is his record of service.
Right.
Which is in that section lists the year, month, and day of a lot of things. I think there's 8 or 10 different subsections to that. He's not showing that. He's also not showing section 4, which gives the grade and rank that he last achieved. Okay.
Right.
He's not showing section 2, which says department, component, and branch. He's claiming it's U.S. Marines, but he doesn't show that as either being Marines or Navy. He doesn't show the section at all.
Right. I noticed
that. And so these are the things that really stand out as far as the document goes. That he's not showing bracketed sections, which indicates to me, and I've looked at similar altered DD214s, and copy of a DD214, in my opinion.
So you do not believe this is his actual DD214, that it's probably fraudulent?
No, I do not. I do not.
All right. And what does Paul Kidd need to do to clear this matter up? And
I would ask that Kidd scan that copy, scan that document, or photocopy that document and mail it to you.
Okay. I'm sure that's not going to happen, but I think he says in the video that he's concerned that too much personal information, addresses, and I don't believe that to be the case.
Well, if that's the case, he can make a photocopy of it, and black out the areas which the sections that would show his Social Security number, date of birth, any of that. He can black all that out.
Right.
What I'm concerned with is the document itself, the entire document, because what he's showing here is not. I'm comparing it to my own DD214 as we speak.
The name is out of place. The name, first name Paul, last name Kidd. That's not how it is presented on an actual DD214. That's of concern.
That's right. And the award in section 13 of expert pistol shot, no such thing.
And I agree with you that I have confirmed that with other Marine veterans. There is no that category doesn't exist.
And another thing that indicates that he was in the United States Navy just by going by the awards he's presenting.
Right.
Okay. Now, Navy sailors and Marines share awards like Sea Service Deployment, Overseas Service, very similar type ribbons, Meritorious Unit Commendation, Combat Action Ribbon. They all share some of the same awards.
Right.
Okay. But he is not showing. If he were a Marine recon, he would have been awarded, for example, expert rifle badge, expert pistol badge, and it would give the number of the award, how many of those he's got. He's not listing that. He's listing Navy qualification medals, Navy qualification medals for rifle and pistol, not Marine.
And that would go along with your research and your belief that he was in fact a Navy hospital mate, HM. Is that correct?
That's correct. And the other thing is, what I would like him to show is Section 11 of the DD214 would list his primary military occupational specialty. He's not showing that section.
Right.
Okay. That section would indicate his military occupational specialty, or MOS, okay? He's not showing that section. Now, if he were a hospital corpsman, HM, that would be listed as well as a number associated with being a Special Amphibious Reconnaissance Corpsman.
Right.
Okay, because in order for him to serve with a Marine Reconnaissance Unit, he would have had to have gone through some of the special operations training associated with that. For example, basic parachutist, combat diver. He would have had to go on to, some of these are Navy and Marine schools.
Right.
He would, where is the proof of that?
Right.
I'm not seeing that in Section 11. Not much changes in the military. I mean,
right.
Especially if you're going to claim special forces, okay?
Right.
But he is omitting. He is not showing crucial sections of the document.
And this doesn't have anything to do with trying to hide his personal information. It's not personal. He doesn't show any branch of service, military, United States Marine Recon. He doesn't show that, and that's not going to divulge any personal information. So I find something out of place here.
Yes.
Quickly, do you think at this point in time that you and I owe Paul Kidd an apology?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And my final...
If he
Go ahead.
If
Go
he
ahead.
is concerned, offended, or otherwise, I'm not going to apologize for that. Not because my investigation is still ongoing. I have requested copies of the releasable information from his military service record,
Right.
from the National Personnel Records section in St. Louis, Missouri. Now that takes time,
Right.
but I will get them. I will get them. But what I'm seeing here is not, like I said, it's my opinion that this is an altered copy of a DD214.
And let me ask you this: any other former military personnel, Marine, Air Force, Army, Navy, that seen this video and seen his presentation of his DD214, would they agree with you?
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right.
Anyone that has a DD214 can take their own DD214 and compare it to the document that he's showing,
Okay.
and they will see right away.
All right. And
that something is amiss.
that's about.
It's a very serious matter because this is tantamount to forgery. If he had used this document to obtain, for example, veterans benefits, and he has forged or altered his original DD214, that's felony forgery.
Right.
That is a crime.
And we don't know if that is the case. He just may be trying to hide the
That's
fact.
That's right. I'm not making that allegation.
He may be trying to hide the fact that he was not a Marine recon combat veteran, that he
That's
was
right.
actually in the Navy.
The whole point of my investigation is to either confirm or refute that he was a U.S. Marine recon for 20 years.
And you don't believe that to be the case?
This document does not prove that he was a Marine recon for 20 years. It doesn't even prove he was a Marine at all.
Right. All right. Thank you, brother. And at this point in time, we are going to take it from here. And I want to thank you for coming on my channel and explaining this.
You're welcome.
All right. God bless. And quickly in closing, I just want to make this statement as well. Any former military personnel, United States Marines, Air Force, Army, Navy, that has seen Paul Kidd's video and his display of what he is saying this is DD214, they will also maybe have some questions as well. This will be continued. And we're going to have to wait. And if it is in order, I will be the first to apologize. But right now, something we are not at that point. Leave me your comments.